Today I'm going to share with you why you should align yourself with this company and why people are getting so excited and are so excited about Vitel. First and foremost, let me tell you this. Formally, I'm not the best speaker out there in the world. However, I did have a burning desire to succeed in life. I got started in network marketing in 2004. Made okay money for the most part. The first couple of years I struggled like most people do when they make that transition from corporate America into this profession. However, I stuck with it and I experienced my first breakthrough in 2006. From there, I did okay for the most part, made anywhere from 30, 40,000 a year. And this year, folks, this year in 2013, actually in 2012, when I aligned myself with Vitel, I was able to create a six-figure income in 6 months of me working with this company. Now, that may sound mind-boggling for a lot of you all, but folks, this is a reality. This is actually on a website called businessforhome.org. I'm actually one of the top 8,000 income earners in the entire world in the profession of network marketing. That is a huge accomplishment, and I'm excited about that. And not only that, I am showing other people how to create this level of income from home as well, because it's one thing me experiencing success, but my success would have not came if I didn't have other people on my team that were successful as well. So if you're looking to create success in Vitel, you definitely want to align yourself with the unit of prosperity. But moving forward, how would you like to receive up to 6 paychecks a month and get your bills paid by our company? A lot of people wonder, well, what's this Vitel bill pay thing about? Does this really even make sense? Well, today I'm going to share with you why this makes complete sense. And if you don't join, I'm going to question whether or not you have sense, because I'm going to break this down in the simplest form that I could possibly do it, and just share with you, man, why people, once they get in and they understand what's going on here, you understand that we have something completely revolutionary. Seriously, that is an overused term in our profession, but literally no one in the industry is doing what we're doing. And I'm going to share with you why this just makes sense. It's really simple. We all go to work to pay bills, whether you have a job, whether you have another home business, network marketing, whatever you're doing to create income, you do that to pay some type of bill. So we're doing it to pay our rent, mortgage, satellite, cell phone, whatever bill it is, we work to do that. Now, for people who are not in Vitel, if you have another home business, if you have a job, these are examples are based on people who have not became a Vitel rep. It's really simple. For example, let's say your salary or monthly income was $3,000 a month. I'm going to keep it really simple. All right. So for example purposes, your income is $3,000 a month for people who are not in Vitel. And on average, that's what most people are making. Your monthly household bill expenses are $1,275 a month. Now, for most people, it may be a little bit more than that or a little bit less. But for this example, we're going to break this down like this. So you get a $3,000 check. And then out of that check, you still have to take funds from that check to pay your bills. All right. So once you pay those $1,275 a month worth of bills, your leftover income is $1,725. Not bad for some people, but what if you wanted to do something else with that money? What if you had something, an emergency situation come up, and of course, either you pay the bills or stuff gonna get cut off. But now you only have $1,725 left over, and you're probably like, yeah, that's good. Some of you all are probably like, what's the problem with that? Well, I'm gonna show you what's the problem with it. Well, it's not really a problem, but I'm just gonna show you which model makes more sense. So as a Vitel rep, Vitel pays our bills, all right? And here's a Vitel rep income example. Of course, we're going to use the same example as we did before. Our salary or monthly income here at Vitel, our residual income, for example, of course, we have more people making more money than this, but we're going to keep it at the $3,000 range, all right? So residual income is $3,000. Our monthly household bill expenses is $1,275 because that's the max that Vitel pays is $1,275. Guess what, folks? Because of Vitel paying our bills, and by Vitel paying our bills, that does not come out of our commissions. So that is an added perk or bonus for us for being a Vitel representative, for us sharing Vitel with other people, from us getting sales, Vitel is going to pay our bills up to $1,275 a month. So if I have a $3,000 check coming from Vitel, I'm going to get $3,000. I'm not going to have to take that $3,000 and pay any household bills for the most part, because that $1,275 covers just about everything in my house. All right. So that is why this makes so much sense. And that is why I choose the Vitel business model. Now, again, there are a lot of great companies out there and people are bragging about how much money they're making, so on and so forth. And that's all good. But at the end of the day, you still have to take whatever residual check you get. You still have to take money from that check to pay your bills. When on the flip side, as a Vitel rep, Vitel is going to pay up to $1,275 of our bills every month. So ultimately, we're saving more money with Vitel, and Vitel is putting more money back into households by helping people eliminate their household bills, and also by helping people create a residual income, because that is why we joined this. So that is why we are excited. So here we go. The Freedom Club Challenge is really 6. You either refer 3, which we'll talk about that once you get more information. So you either refer 3 or get $300 in sales volume, and you pick which bill you want to get paid by Vitel. Do another $300 in sale, refer another 3, which will give you a total of 6. And as long as you maintain this volume every month, guess what? You pick and choose which bills you want to get paid in any order. Get another $300 in sale, which will give you a total of $900. Pick another bill, $1,200 a month in volume. Pick another bill, $1,500 a month in volume. Pick another bill. So it's in quantities of 3 or $300 in sales volume. So that can come from retail or from you sharing this with other people who want to start their own business, home business. So that is exciting, folks. Again, as long as you maintain this sales volume every month, every 3 sets you free. Every 3 diamonds that you refer, or every $300 in sales that you get, you pick and choose which bill you want to get paid. And that's what we call the Freedom Club Challenge. And once you move it up to $2,500 worth in sales volume, folks, you get another $750 victory bonus. Okay, a $750 victory bonus, folks, for you conquering the Freedom Club Challenge, which essentially means that you got all these bills paid and you got another $1,000 in volume, which will give you a total of $2,500. Now you're getting this $750 victory bonus every month, which is pretty cool, which is unheard of, which you can use it on your mortgage, your rent, so on and so forth. So, folks, again, like I said before, that's a savings of over $15,300 a year worth of bills that you don't have to pay anymore, folks. That you don't have to pay anymore. Vitel is going to do that for you. They're going to pay up to it. Even if it doesn't cover all of your bills, it's going to cover a large portion of it, depending on where you live in the United States. So that is why this makes so much sense. And this is only a small frame or a small element of what we have to offer here. And if you need more information about how this works, if you want to align yourself with a winning team like our team, the unit, the #1 team in Vitel, of course, we're going to supply you with the training, because people ask, well, what do I get? Am I going to get training? Am I going to get support? Yes, you're going to get top tier level support and training from our team. All right. We have a training website. We have our own exclusive marketing system. You have top tier trainers on our teams, folks. So get back with whomever shared this video with you and ask them for more information about Vitel. How do I get started? How do I sign up? Really, this is enough for you to make that decision, because if anybody volunteers to pay my bills, it doesn't matter what the product or service is. We can be selling bottled water or cans of Lysol. It doesn't matter, folks. I'm going to go out there and tell everybody about it, because not only am I creating a residual income, but on top of that, as an added perk, as an added bonus, Vitel is paying our bills. So again, get back with whoever shared this with you and get more information and get signed up today. We look forward to working with you. Talk to you soon. God bless.